I decided to make myself a life uniform, which is blue jeans, black t-shirt, and one of 3 different kinds of shoes. Either sneakers, Doc Martens, or hiking boots. And I did this because I read an Einstein thing where he said, I only wear the same thing every day, so I don't have to use any of my brain for the thought-making process. Use any thought-making, wait, go back. I don't have to use any thought process to decide what I'm going to wear. I can save it for things like, you know, making up unified gravity theorem or something like that. And really I haven't really thought of anything brilliant since I've done this, since I've just been wearing the same thing every day. The Einstein thing doesn't work for me, probably because I'm not a genius, probably. First of all, I mean, I am sort of a genius, but I'm more sort of sub-genius in that I don't do things like other people do. It's hard for me to date because I don't look like other boys. I sort of have a potato-looking head, gappy teeth, and no hair. And not a lot of women find that attractive, except for women that maybe are like had some Uncle Fester fetish, like maybe their dad was tickling them when they were watching the Addams Family. You know, in that scene where Luke Skywalker cuts open that Tom, and he's freezing and he gets inside of it. That's who I want to be to some woman, you know, that frozen tundra, and I will be the sliced open tauntaun, providing warmth for my mate. Whew. I like animals. So I think I love those little fat little pygmy goats in Central Park. They're so funny. They got the little horns and they got a big old belly. And I think that would be my perfect date. Taking someone there and then just getting shit-faced drunk and then coming back here to the love nest and just scrumping down. You know, like I'm talking, you know, good stuff. Or maybe not. Maybe just feed the goats and stop there. Only love could make me feel this way. Yeah, like you can't even mess up in relationships, and it's like it's like our 5th date or something, and I don't call this girl on Valentine's Day, and all of a sudden I'm Satan. I'm really a Renaissance man. And I think when I'm performing, that's the real me. That's the real deal. I'm not really religious per se, but I believe when you're doing what you love, that is sort of your spirituality. That's your essence, you know. Like you see somebody who's maybe really good at plumbing, and they're going on their wrench, and they're just wrenching the shit out of this pipe. And it's not about, you know, I'm going to do a good plumbing job for this person. It's about their own self-pride. Like I'm going to tighten the shit out of this thing. I moved here a year and a half ago, and it was different because when I was in Tampa, where I lived before in New York, I was sort of like a regional rock star. I played in a band and we had a really good following, and then the band did like a Shakespeare in the Park adaptation, and I did a lot of writing, and then so we got pretty big, and then through that I would meet a lot of women, like you know backstage baddies. I think as I'm getting older, my scope has changed. Like New York is very humbling because there's 5 million performers here. You know, half the city's performing. So that's not really in the equation anymore. Like, oh, you're not really that special because my sister-in-law is dating the guitar player from Mooney Suzuki, or you know, everybody's a celebrity here. So that really doesn't mean a whole lot. So I think I've sort of reevaluated it, and I understand that some of the relationships I've had in the past I should have taken a little more care with. You know, like I had a great girl, and I kind of was all this big rock star trip. So now I think I'm more humble again. Like, again, I mean humble for the first time, I think. just that it's like I do want to have a nice relationship with a beautiful girl and have a little dog and a, you know, maybe a little tomato garden on the fire escape or something like that.
Savannah breathes and I need your love. When everything closes and I need your love. Well, the morning comes awake, wipes the night out of her eyes, stretches like a cat, sets the sun up on her thighs. Pull the hat down on my head. Could eat some breakfast, but I need your love instead.
In New York, and if you don't have a mate, you can't really, like look, that guy's showing 4 inches of ass crack, and who do I tell that to? I don't have anyone to share that with. Or look, that lady's got mustard on her chin, or mayonnaise, even better, you know, just like, or maybe like special sauce, maybe it's a mixture. And, you know, depending on where she goes, the special sauce is always like, maybe it's ketchup and French dressing, or maybe it's Russian, just plain old Russian dressing with some relish. And that's on her face. And just, I mean, the whole thing about what is the special sauce, it's on her face, and then you have no one to discuss that with at a higher level. It's just sort of sad. So it's either join a band or, I don't know, maybe start doing yoga or something stupid like that. But that would just be me on yoga. I wouldn't be able to get up. I mean, it would just be, it's just not my style. Plus, you know, hey, you want to go out for some hummus after, you know, and I'm like, no, I just want a big thing of ribs and maybe some macaroni and cheese. And I think a lot of people would be turned off to that, probably. We're making the Joe Popp movie, making it now. We're making the Joe Popp movie, you can even bring your pet cow. Making the Joe Popp movie, it's really a nice production. Making the Joe Popp movie, come on into our seduction. Making the Joe Popp movie, making the Joe Popp movie, making the Joe Popp movie, making it. Everybody now. Making the Joe Popp movie, making the Joe Popp movie, making the Joe Popp, making the Joe Popp, making the Joe Popp movie.